Hello, chat. How are we doing? How are we doing, chat? Sick background music? Amazing background music. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. A bit tired. Yesterday's stream tired me out a lot. It was a 4-hour stream, which is crazy to think about. 4.5 hours, was it? Absolutely crazy that we did that. Yeah, 4 hours, 25 minutes. That's insane. I mean, to be fair, it's not like I've never streamed that long before. It's just lately my streams have not been more than 3 hours. I've been, you know, shorter streams than usual. So I don't think my body was ready for that. It's been a while since I had a 3-hour stream. At least a month. But yeah, like last stream that I streamed that long was like me working on commissions, which was like almost 5 hours. Then working on the Valentine's collab, 4 hours. It's been a while. Obviously nothing compares to the 24-hour stream, but, you know, that was a 24-hour stream. I'm pretty sure I'm never doing that again. That was, what, like, fucking, it was stupid. I was stupid. Anyway, hi Chad, how are we doing? This level is good on deco and almost good on gameplay, but offset really confuses you? Huh, interesting. Alright, we have a level here. Disturbance by Bon, or by IlBonlI. We kind of seen it already yesterday on the tier list. But I haven't played it. So, got rated, got added to the tier list. Let me say anything before I shoot my shit and it's not actually there. It is there, good. We'll add it to the tier list as per usual. Obviously, my tier list that we were making yesterday was not based on how much I enjoyed the levels. It is entirely based on the habitability of them. But as per usual with this tier list that we are making, which is this one, with the legendary and mythic levels, this one is how much I like the levels. So this is just how I feel towards the levels. And as you can see, art levels struggle at the top, but we'll see. All right, let's play things out. Disturbance. It's a 6-star, so I shouldn't really struggle with the gameplay. Ooh, I almost spilled all of my water on myself. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kills you. Very valid. I feel like the lightning hitting you but not killing you is a bit silly. But also, like, you know. Yeah, I guess just things that usually would kill you just don't kill you here. Except, like, the spikes are the only thing that kills you, I guess. Oh, okay. And I guess face planting into a rock sometimes kills you. Valid. Oh god, okay. I'm changing directions. There's so much swing in this level. Can we stop? Why is there so much swing in this level? Holy shit. I see stars. That is the level. Oh, there's a spike there. Okay, it's a pretty nice level. I think the visuals are a little bit extra sometimes. I think the camera work is not the best. I think the camera is a little bit confusing and a little bit all over the place. But the actual visuals themselves are not bad. Like, the decoration looks pretty decent. Yeah, like some of the effects and the deco are actually pretty nice. I don't love these white pulses. They look very odd. But like, you know, there's moments like, mostly this lava planet. Like, the texture of the lava and the animation of the particles is very nice. It's very, very neat. Yeah, like the camera here is so weird because it's really hard to actually tell what speed you're on, but because the camera keeps like moving back and forth, and so it speeds up and like slows down like the actual motion of the player, which makes it really hard to tell what speed you're going at. Apologies, chat. Ugh. I think, honestly, my biggest complaint for this level is actually the colors. I kind of complain a little bit with the white pulses there, but there's a lot of colors that, like, because of the pulses and because of the effects, they get washed out, and you can actually not enjoy, like, how cute some of these colors are. Like, those are very good color mixes, but because of the camera and the transitions and the pulses, you can barely, like, actually see them, because they get blown out by all of the effects. It would be really nice to see more of these colors. Mostly when like they're like those big impacts and like they create those impact frames that like invert the colors. That is really nice because the colors that you chose are actually really, really interesting. And so because of that, like by inverting them, you get also very pretty colors, which is not always the case with invert. I will say these like last colors, like these for example, are like not the best, but like the background looks really nice. So. It's one of those things that it's like, it feels very rushed, I guess, towards the end. It doesn't have the same amount of polish that I would have liked to see compared to like some of the beginnings parts. But very, very nice either way. Still a very neat entry. Do I think this gets in the top 20? I think this gets in the top 20. I think the chances of this getting in the top 20 are definitely existing. I don't know how the judges will feel because of the camera work and the gameplay, but to be fair, the gameplay isn't bad. It's just a little bit inconvenient because of the camera. But overall, it's not too bad. It's feasible. It's doable. It's definitely not a very hard level. I can definitely see like the 6-7 star rating. It's just like the camera, like here, like for example, like why is the player so far in front? You have so little time to react. To be honest, it is like auto, but like still, It just creates odd composition overall. Hello, Benrose. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Specifically this part. This part is the one that just feels very odd to play because of the camera. Also, the judges placing Magistra at 3rd place? Well, yeah, they got 3rd place, not higher, because of the camera. It definitely could have gone higher if the camera had been better. It's a very nice level, though. I think if this was in the NCS Gauntlet, I think this would have placed top 10. Yeah, if this was like for the NCS Gauntlet, I feel like this would have definitely placed top 10. I think it would have placed like maybe 7th or 6th in the contest. Because this is a good level. I'm just like, the thing with this contest is that the standards for judging are so much higher because of some of the entries that it makes it really hard to actually tell whether or not something like this could place. I think it has potential, though. I think it has the potential to place. It's clean. It's not super messy. Again, if it's just for the camera. But like overall, this is a very solid level. Hello, let's see. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. And gameplay isn't too bad, actually. Gameplay is actually pretty enjoyable. Again, like without the odd camera here at the end, this gameplay would be really good. Yeah, honest, pretty good. Colors are very pleasing. That's what I've been saying. Yeah, I just wish that you could see them more. There's too many like very big bright pulses that like muddy out the colors. But like this is super nice. I like this a lot. Super solid level. I like it a lot. Actually, special thanks to Space Dust. Aw, congrats. Congrats to both of you. This is a very nice level. My question for the gauntlet becomes, does it matter if famous people get in anyway? Hi, Spaces. I don't think it's gonna be about the popularity. It's just gonna be about quality. At least with this one, the judges don't really have a choice but to go with quality. So I think this is a good level. I think this is a pretty good level. I think it's higher than most of the stuff that you could see in Pretty Decent. But I'm looking at these and I'm like, Does he spend 1K hours on this, which is insane? Yeah, they've been working on it like for months at this point. Honestly, I'm looking at this and I think this might just, because I've been thinking of moving Royal Roost Ruins above to good level, but I'm not entirely sure about like how to move it. But I think this goes here. Yeah, I think this here is a very good spot. It could also go here. I think I enjoy a lot of these levels more, like, in the terms of the playability of them. But in terms of the deco, it's very solid. It's super nice. Super interesting level. I'm just looking to see if there's anything here that I could compare it to. Oh, really? I think Royal Roost Ruins is probably the best comparison. Let me play Hide It again. Let me play Hide It again. Maybe if I... Since when is space, I guess, all the way up there? Oh, I moved it yesterday. I did it like very quickly so the chat wouldn't get upset at me. Yeah, no, it's all the way up. I mean, it's funny because I'm still waiting for like other levels to be put up there. But they're not rated yet, so... If I can one attempt this, then Hideout is going above. Because it just has better gameplay. I'm gonna fall for that fake. I already know that one fake yellow orb in the ball. I'm gonna fall for it. I swear to God. I am calling it already. Like, we're so far from it, but I'm sure I will fall for it. Because I always fall for it. I almost died there. I didn't fall for it. Yeah, I just think this one's better. I'm sorry. I just think this has better gameplay. And the personality and the charm that this level has, just to me, I value that a lot in a level. I remember you said you have a lot to say. I'm waiting for the level to get rated. I'm waiting for Out of Place to get rated. And the moment that like it gets rated, I'm like I can yap about it so much because I'm waiting to give them proper reviews. But I'm obviously not gonna like spoil the first impressions at this point. But like I guess I can just review them right now, and then when they get rated, like just add them to the tier list. The more I play this level, the more I like it. God damn it. No, yeah, it stays on top. I'll move it up. I'll move Disturbance next to 102 Blues. Do I like it more than Rage Quit? I do like it more than Rage. No, I like... Rage Quit's gameplay's kind of shit. A lot of it is non-existent. No, I agree with you. Again, I have a lot to say about those levels. I have a lot to say about a lot of levels. They're just not rated. What is the top one? That is Space, I guess. Ooh, we broke. It is, in my opinion, the best entry for this entire contest. It is also, in my opinion, the best level in 2.2. Rage Quit gameplay is shit? Dude, okay, look. Rage Quit gameplay is shit because it's not Stereo Madness and because you can't see anything. Those are the two reasons it's shit. Okay, also a lot of people told me that I didn't give this level a fair enough shot. Some people have told me that this level is actually a lot better than I've given it credit. So I'm giving it another run. I'm reconsidering. Here's the thing, chat. I am willing to reconsider and reanalyze a level and go through it again. But if my opinion doesn't change, that is how it is. Hello, Destrif. How are you doing? Again, I'm willing to give it another shot and re-review them, but I didn't think too highly of this level when it came out. I was very disappointed. Because I was expecting more out of Glove Flubbers, but... See, the reason I want to like this level so much is because, God, the song is a banger. Tamanite kind of cooked, I don't know. Wait a minute, this isn't Disturbance? We've already gone through Disturbance. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? No, I'm okay with this placement. God, this song is so good. This song is so good. Tim and I just cooked. I can't. He just cooked. Yeah, no, I'm pretty consistent. I don't know. I'm looking at these and I'm like, I don't disagree with any of these. Obviously I placed them, but I placed them like months ago, so I figured I probably would have changed my opinions, but no. Oh, the astronaut. Ooh, okay, so I saw that. Well, let's listen to the second drop. Second drop is fire. I have heard about it, Chad. I was very surprised. I was not expecting that to happen. But no, yeah. The astronaut is situation is kind of crazy. God, the second drop is so interesting. It doesn't fit in with the song, but it's like in concept it's so good, you know? This, I guess, is insanely well made. I love it a lot. I just wish the drop itself was a little more freaky given it's such a nice build up. I agree. What astronaut situation? Okay, let me talk about this because this is recent. This is fresh. This is fresh in the minds of people. So 17 hours ago, Nacho, a creator that's been creating for approximately 10 years at this point, has decided to quit GTA officially. They have been around since 2.0, or maybe even 1.9, but they've definitely been around since 2.0. Some of these levels came out 9 years ago, yeah. They've been around for a very, very, very long time. And they used to have a very unique style. They were very popular because of that. A lot of their levels were very, very beloved by a lot of people in this community. I think Nocturna is one of them. That is like one of the most popular ones that they've made, I like to say. Like, you know, like they kind of fathered a lot of this style, which was like speed tech design, as a lot of people like to call it, which is very like abstract dark inspired too, you know. And so because of that, a lot of people looked up to them. Obviously, looking at this nowadays, it definitely has aged, but it still has its charms, and you can still see a lot of the love that you get from this. But yeah, there was a lot of people that were inspired from the style to, you know, make their own. Anyway, all of that to say is, yesterday, the Astronaut, the Diablo got rated first for the NCS contest. And I think back then, they were kind of disappointed with like, I remember they had said like they were very happy that it got 20th, but they were a little bit disappointed from what I heard that that it didn't get like a higher placing or stuff like that, which is fair, you know. You work really hard on your entry, you probably wanted to place pretty high. But then the Astronaut got rated today, or last night I should say, and it got rated epic. Now we've talked about this before. We know how we feel about this level. At least for those that are regulars here, y'all know how I feel about this level. I feel like this level is very funny. It's very I can't take it seriously. I just can't take it seriously. It's a very, you know, it's a very funny level. It does a lot of silly things that I think are very, very like, in the nicest way, very, very red-pilled. And I think it's super, super hilarious. A lot of these little things look like AI generated, and I am sure that Pipe Nacho probably accidentally or maybe willingly too used AI like images as inspiration without knowing it. Again, obviously could have been willing, but I'm pretty sure it was most likely accidental. And like, you can definitely see that a lot of effort was put into this level. But it's all about humanity, chat. And so because of that, I think the reception to this level was kind of similar to that of like Galacticus and Bussin', but since I think this level didn't have the amount of polish and flair that like Galacticus or Bussin' did, it didn't get like that legendary, you know? It got like stay with the epic, which I think fits perfectly fine for the level. The level doesn't have like too much going on. But this is one of those things that it's like, hey, like, okay, this is a very silly level, of course. Got rated the epic. People liked it anyway. But yeah. They had a lot of messages last night, and they removed all of them. Let me see if I have a screenshot of them. So, the messages say... Sorry, I think this is these are kind of silly, but at the same time, like, I do want to talk about this, because I think it is kind of important to bring this up. Hold up. For some reason, I can't find them. It was literally last night, though. Oh my god, they yapped so much in 24 hours. Okay, so is it in there here? Recency. Okay. So they posted this one. Actually, they posted another one before that, but they deleted it. And it said, biggest robbery. See you guys. I'm out of this. What the fuck is with this rate? That was their first message. They were really upset that, you know, that the rating didn't fit exactly what happened here. And then they said, I'm not quitting for Legendary. I'm quitting because of the damn inconsistency in rating system. So, what does this mean? Well, very obviously, it is because the inconsistencies in the rating, according to them, in that the astronaut probably didn't get the rating that it deserved compared to other levels. It means he's quitting for Legendary. Let's not say chat. Come on, be nice. It just means that, hey, it is kind of unfortunate, because it's one of those things that I really wish RobTop would kind of explain a little bit better what his standards are, or what like his decisions are, because very clearly there's a couple levels out there that the community or that the general consensus of people is like, hey, we think that this should be Legendary, or that we think this should be Mythic, or we think this should be Epic. And then RobTop goes and rates it something else. Very famous example. Actually, I have it here. Very famous example is Orchid Sprite. A level that a lot of people, and by a lot of people, I do mean a lot of people, really thought was gonna get the Legendary, because it's a very good level. It has amazing song representation, it has great gameplay, it has very clean visuals, and very nice art, like integration of the art into the design style. And so a lot of people wanted this level to be Legendary. But then RobTop decided to, hey, I'm just gonna rate it the feature because I think that this is feature. Which is, again, completely fine. I have no problem with RobTop rating it feature. But if you are RobTop, or if you are the mod team, and you look at a level like this, that you see that people seem very confused, why aren't you explaining your decision? Because, like, it's not only like, oh yeah, I can just do whatever the fuck I want, I'm RobTop. Like, this is a community that is behind you, supporting you, and basically making you a millionaire at this point, right? This community has made you so much money. The least you could do is take the time to actually interact with it and, like, communicate with them, you know? Like, I very much understand people not just complaints, because the complaints aren't, hey, this level isn't, like, the complaint isn't, hey, this level didn't get Legendary, is, how did this level not get Legendary and other levels have? That is the complaint. Because if those other levels had gotten Epic, I am pretty sure that, you know, well, again, I'm speaking for people not sure here, but I'm not them, so I can't really say. But I'm pretty sure that it would make a lot more sense in a lot of people's head. hey, okay, this is what Raptor style shit, like standard shit is. And it's become really, really weird and really, really toxic, I think. I see a message in chat and I'm gonna kind of respond to it as I go here, but I really feel like a lot of people focus so much on the rating and they don't focus on the fact that like they've made a good level. Like, who cares if I made a good level if I got an epic? Or if I got a mythic? Or if I got a legend? Like, who cares, right? If the level's bad but I got a mythic, who cares, right? I still got a mythic. Like, no, shut the fuck up, the level's bad. It's that simple. You can make a level getting legendary, but if it's a bad level, it's a bad level. You can have Magistro, which looks incredible for a lot of people, but it plays like shit. And it plays like shit. Like, you're not gonna change the fact that it plays like shit and it's not enjoyable to play. No matter what people tell you, it still plays like shit. So, like, yeah, like, you know, people are so focused. And again, Magistro is probably a bad example because I know Shipri probably didn't care about the rating. All the love to them. They're really good as a creator and they've improved a lot since Magistro already. But like, when it comes to stuff like this, like, hey, if you are creating for a rating, then you're not gonna make a good level. I'm just gonna say it right now. You're never gonna make a good level. If your aim is to get a specific rating, then you're gonna fumble the bag on actually making a good level. Because your level's gonna be soulless, because your level's not gonna have any personality, because your level's just gonna try to imitate something that already exists, because your level's not gonna be original, because your level won't have a vision, because your level probably will not be very consistent or very high quality to begin with, to be fair. Like, it shows, you know, there are examples of things like this, and there is a level that I will talk about, because I want to talk about it. And it's this one. I genuinely think that this is a word that has been coined by a friend of mine. I won't say who because I don't want to expose them without their consent. But this is a pick-me level. This is a level that was made with the sole intention of being mythic. And why do I say this? Because you look at this and you're like, okay, like, it clearly has a lot of personality and it clearly has a lot of, like, effort put into it. So why am I calling it a pick-me level? It is a level whose whole purpose is to mimic something because it wants to be that so badly. This level so wants to be Next Capsule or Astrolabe. Like, it's trying so hard to be Next Capsule, but it's like not that. Like, it's not Next Capsule. It can never be Next Capsule because it's just not. It's like, it's really trying its best. It's so trying to be Next Capsule, and I've been wanting to, like, I've shut the fuck up about this level when this level came out. I haven't said anything, but I'm tired of not saying anything. This level is trying so hard to be Next Capsule, or to be Astrolabe, or to have, like, that iCup meme mentality, but it just doesn't succeed because it's not doing its own thing. It's doing something that has already been done, and it's not doing it as well. It's still not a bad level, of course. I can look at this and be like, yeah, this level definitely has a lot of effort and a lot of details that are put into it that are very impressive, you know? Like, you can definitely enjoy this level. There's nothing wrong with that. The gameplay is actually really enjoyable, with the exception of a very few parts that have really, really bad gameplay. But, like, you know, there's still a lot of merit to this level. But god damn it, it's just a pick-me level. Because it just has, like, if it wasn't for Next Capsule, this level would have zero personality. It just wouldn't. Because it relies so heavily on taking that from another level. And it's not even a level that you've made before. It's a level that is completely unrelated, and it shows. And it just shows, of course. Because of the direction of the level, it's trying too hard to be that. And it becomes to the point that it's like, well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I guess this is fine, but also, you know. No, yeah, you know what? Actually, no, you're right. It has personality, but it has no soul. That is the best way to put it. Apologies for that. Let me rephrase that. Because yes, it does have personality, but goddamn, is that personality not related to the level at all? Like, it just feels so disconnected. And it's like, I don't know, there's something about this level that just, it feels so, hey, look at me, I'm the next Mythic level. And because of that, it makes me not like the level as much. It just, I don't connect with this level, I don't resonate with it, and I don't really care about it. Do I think there's a Mythic level that's bad? Okay, there's only one Mythic level that I think is genuinely bad. Genuinely, I think this level's bad. Where is it? Is it in the next tab? This is the only Mythic level that I think is bad, and it is the only Mythic level that I will not actually beat. Why? I know that the chase part has been fixed. I'm aware of it. I genuinely think this is a bad level. Not because of the visuals, but because of the game design. This is a horribly designed level in almost every single way, for the exception of like that one transition where you go into like the background and like that zooms out. Like aside from that, every single part of this level that is gameplay wise is designed horribly. I genuinely think this is not a good level. With that being said, it is definitely not as bad as some other levels. Aside from that, no, I don't think there's a single level here that is actually bad. All of these levels, I can say, have positive things to say. The Towerverse has a very interesting story. It has a pretty nice world building, and it has pretty cute art. Quarion has very, very good gameplay. It has pretty decent art, and it has very, very tight mechanics. Third of the World has really interesting boss fights. Very, very appealing use of sound effects and VFX. And some nice gimmicks when it comes to the platforming. Rage Quit has interesting visuals, pretty decent animations, and yeah. WannaCry has surprisingly very, very interesting transitions and very clean visuals. I really like the swingcopter part in the middle. It has very imaginative and creative ideas, and it does quite well for itself in the gameplay department once you actually learn it. It's definitely hard, but once you learn it, it's not too bad. Berserker has something that I've come to realize over the time that makes it very special as a level, and it's that it's very... There is no other level like Berserker. I don't think there's any other levels in this game before Berserker, because there's been a couple afterwards, that were like Berserker. And Bussin is like the closest one, and not because of the shitpost, but because of the fact that it just stopped caring about the fact that it's a GD level. Like, it's not a GD level. It's just a... It's an animation. It's kind of how I felt with Rage Quit at first, but then I realized Rage Quit actually implemented gameplay kind of nicely. It just can't see it very well. But Berserker, like, you can remove the gameplay, and you can remove the deco, and you can remove the player and the orbs, and you still have a level. You have an auto level. But, like, with stuff put on top. You know what I mean, Chad? And it's weird. I don't know if I love it, but it definitely has an audience, and it definitely has people who like it. So there's definitely something about it that pleases people. But it's just like if any of y'all were around back then, it's just like when gameplay creators used to make gameplay with a song, and they would just green screen put the music video of that song in the background. That's how Berserker feels like to me. You just green screened a music video of the song in the background, and then you just have gameplay on top. Didn't Colin talk about Berserker's gameplay? Yeah, no, the gameplay of Berserker is so funny. It's generally one of those levels that, like, I don't understand how the gameplay for this level exists. It's like, it's so odd. I don't understand this level, and I don't think I ever will. But I think my best understanding of it is that this is just a music video green screened into a uncompleted level. Which, like, I guess it's exactly what you need for NCS. Like, when I'm thinking about it, like, this is the perfect level for NCS. Because that's what they do. They just fucking plaster a music video on, like, behind the circle. And you just, like, are looking at. Which, like, I understand why it won. Like, again, over time, I've come to realize, like, this is why the level won. It's the music video. It's a music video with potential gameplay on top of it, but like it's so odd, it's so weird, and I don't know how to feel about this level. This is probably the only other level that I would say it's like not really my cup of tea, but I can still see it. Terminus is really fun. Terminus is really fun. It's really well designed. I think that it has very interesting gameplay mechanics. I think the boss designs are very interesting, very fun. I think that there's a lot of things that it could have been improved upon, but it is a solid groundwork for Galaga. Dead Got Cold has insanely good gameplay mechanics. It is surprisingly very interesting how many combinations and how many different ways of playing it you can have. The extent of the gameplay is really fun because it has a lot of modularity and you have a lot of control in your decisions. It does have a little bit of RNG, but for the most part, you can control everything you do. The main here is actually an upgrade, in my opinion, to Thrones of the World. It has good boss fights, it has good sound design, it has good visual design, it has a very much improved on its visuals, and it has very nice aesthetic for what it's trying to do. Button Masher, surprisingly enough, even though a lot of people say it's the worst Mythic, it is the worst Mythic, but it's not a bad level. And I want y'all to be aware of that, because y'all think this is just a bad level, and it's not. Like, this is just a better version of Dash. And at the bare minimum, that is still a good level. With the exception of Grax's part having horrible gameplay, this is just a better Dash. So how is that not, at the very least, a good level? It is not a Mythic, absolutely. I agree with y'all. But it's the final NCS gauntlet, and it is a collab with everybody, so it had to be Mythic. It had no choice but to be Mythic because of the circumstances around its release. That's just it. Hi, Noivern. But yeah, like, it's not a bad level. It's if you just realize that, yeah, this is the final NCS collab level, and that it's a collab, and it's Vibrant's first 2.2 level, and like, yeah, of course. It makes sense, but like, it's not a bad level. It's just fine. It's a fine level. It's a very mediocre level, but that at least doesn't make it bad. Same with Grungus. Grungus is just very mediocre. It's just, it's funny, it's silly. I think a lot of people like it because of that. It does what it's trying to do, and you know, it's fine. So yeah, I don't think there's a single one of these levels that you can say it's actually bad, with the exception of maybe Pixel Path. But everything else at least has something about them that I think redeems it. And if we want to talk about the other ones, we can talk about the other ones. Here, I'll talk about the next 4 Mythics. Potentially this one. I think this probably will get the Mythic. If it does, what can you do? If it doesn't, that's better. This can potentially get it. I don't think it will. I think this will get the Legendary. I think this could get the Mythic, though. If it does get the Mythic, I think it's a good level. I think this does really nice. I think what it does is very good. It definitely has room to improve. It's not my style, personally speaking, but I do think this could get it. I don't really see much flaws with this level aside from the gameplay. I think the gameplay is unfortunately pretty much... it's a shame. Because the reason the gameplay is the way that it is because the gameplay was designed to be a hard demon, and it had to be reworked to be what it is. I think out of all of the entries, this one is in the top 3 that will get it. I want to talk about these 2 levels, but this is in chat, so I'm going to ignore it. Echo, I don't think Echo gets it. I also don't think Cosmic Crush gets it, even though I love both of these levels. Hopefully Cosmic Crush is the next rated Mythic. Alright, chat. We'll get back to this one in a second. So SpaceTime Continuum will also get it. I think out of all of them, this is definitely in the higher end. If I had to say, I think this level definitely would get it because of 2 reasons. The first one is, first of all, looking back, Metropolis, looking back at it, Metropolis is 100% a level that at the time that it released, it would have gotten the Mythic. Let's not kid ourselves here. If Metropolis existed in a world with Mythics, this would have gotten it. It just would have. It just would have. And now we have SpaceTime Continuum, which to be fair, it is definitely a really, really, really big change from what we expected from Metropolis. And I know this is in chat, and he's gonna say no, and he's gonna say no, he doesn't agree with me, but hear me out. I think SpaceTime Continuum has some flaws. I can point them out. I can talk about them. I can talk about the composition. I can talk about the amount of polish. I can talk about the gameplay towards the end. I can talk about the rushed ending. I can talk about all of these things. I think that as a level and as an experience, it is a better level and higher quality than Berserker, than WannaCry, and the next capsule. Now, whether or not it gets the Mythic or not is not up to me. I can give it I will give it a full review. I will give it an insanely long review because I have a lot to say about these levels, chat. And it's one of these things that I genuinely want to talk about these. Robbed Up just needs to fucking rage shit faster. I genuinely think that this level could get it. I don't think this level will necessarily get it, but I think this will get it. Where is Blee? So, obviously, this will get it. Like, right? Like, we don't need to talk about this very much. This one will get it. Because, like, this for sure gets it. Whether or not you like the blue level, I don't care. It gets it. Alright, let's talk about this level. I'm sure that this level will only get rated. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm starting to like get these reviews out of the way is because I know that all of these levels will be rated the same day. And I won't say why. Let's start with this one, because I have a lot to say about this one. The more that I've played this level and the more that I've had this level sit like around and I've processed this level, the more that I realize that I don't think this is getting the Mythic. I don't think this is getting the Mythic. For 2 reasons. The first one being the gameplay. It's not bad gameplay, actually. It's really good gameplay. If by really good gameplay you mean almost no gameplay for 2 minutes. Because, like, obviously, you know, there is no gameplay for 2 minutes. like this whole part is you don't have to click any of the orbs. It's you know, if you want to click the orbs you can, but you don't like have to. Like, you just die if you hit those. That's it. It's one of those things that it's like, yeah, I guess it has gameplay if you consider the gameplay not doing anything for like most of the level. Like, but it's gameplay, like, yeah, by all intents and purposes. But it's because of that that I don't think it'll get the Mythic. But now, actually talking about the level, let's actually talk about the level. I think stylistically, this is one of those levels that really shines above the rest with having its own unique art style and its own unique animation style. There's very few levels out there that will come at you and show such a unique and different style compared to GD, like what GD is used to. And we kind of saw that already with Pluto by Jade a couple months ago. And same with like Fully, which was our NCS entry. Like you can definitely see that there was an insane amount of improvement on. Oh my god, I'm dying to this level. I can't believe it. There's an insane amount of improvement from Jade's style over time. But the main reason why I think that this level it doesn't spark to everybody is the visual style. Its visual style is super unique, but it also means that there's a lot of people who are not gonna like it as much. It's gonna be very different for a lot of people, and it's gonna be amazing for a lot of people. It's gonna be... Some people will look at this and look like, oh my god, this is horrible, this is ugly as fuck, what is this texturing, ew. And some people will look at this and be like, oh my god, this texturing is so unique, it's so out there, it's so special. And as an artist, on my end, the way that I can best analyze this level is how I would analyze like a surrealist painting, you know? If I go and look at a Salvador Dali painting, and I look at it, and it's very, very different because of the render style, the texturing, the brushes used, you know, the fact that the mixes of the colors and all of that stuff. It's very, very different from what you would expect out of, you know, any other types of traditional art. And looking at stuff like that, like, makes you feel, oh my god, okay, good thing I have practice mode. It's very, very different, and you will notice it right away, that there's something, again, out of place with the painting or with the piece of art. And this is one of those levels that has a very, 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 very solid artistic comprehension. It knows what it's trying to do, but it still struggles in a couple of parts. I think the perfect example is how... Let's look at this part. This part has incredible composition when it comes to the positioning of the background. And like, look at this. Everything is a focal point spiraling directly into the center. So as its own piece, the whole thing is trying to focus on a single center point. You have a very focal point that you're looking at. You're like very fixed on it. So it's something to keep track of. It takes your attention, and you know what to look at. You're supposed to look at the middle. That is where your icon is too. That is very, very good situational. But then you get to this part, which distorts everything and creates a lot of repetition. Obviously, you see the doors later on coming on, but this part has something lacking. It's just not fully done. It feels like the textures aren't as refined as they used to be. Seems like the color aren't as fitting. Like the focus being on these very big structures on the foreground, while the doors in the background, which have the most amount of detail, clashes a lot. It creates a lot of messiness in this part. Makes it feel a little bit uncohesive, or I don't know if that's the exact word. Incoherent. It's an Ewok village, to say the least. And then you come back to this part and you're like, wait, this part has really interesting colors, really good attention to detail. And it's like, this level has its ups and its downs. There's parts in this level that look fantastic, that they fit the theme perfectly. And then there's other parts like this where I'm like, no, these textures aren't it. Like these textures are too messy. Like I like the cloud, sorry, not the cloud, the moon and the art in the background. Yes, look at the church. Like if you look at that church, that rendering, and if you look at the moon, like that rendering and that shading, super interesting, super nice. But it clashes together. It doesn't merge in well together. It feels random. It feels disconnected. It doesn't feel bad. It just feels like it's an odd choice. And the part that reinforces that for me is this transition into this part, because you see it again in this part, how the textures are being made. And again, this is essentially that same type of rendering. And the same objects are used here to render certain aspects of it. But then you look at this bottom half and you're like, wait, if the previous part had been rendered like this, it would have looked so much better. Like, if the previous part had used these objects to be rendered, it's like, wait, that would have looked just so much better. So, like, why didn't you do that? And the weird part is that if that rendering wasn't there, if those clouds at the bottom were rendered the same way as the previous part, I don't think I would think this. But the fact that they were is what makes me, like, realize this, you know? And then, yeah, this last part is, like, kind of fantastic. I don't know. It does everything that it's trying to do really well. It brings back everything together. I wish that it had a little bit more iconography in this part, but aside from that, it's really, really solid. So looking back at this level, looking back through the whole thing, what can I say? Well, I don't like the rendering of these clouds. I'm just gonna be very honest with y'all. Me personally, don't love the cotton candy clouds. And I don't love the Ewok village. But everything else about this level is kind of really, really perfect. It knows exactly what it's trying to do. It has its own and unique flair to things. It kind of takes conventions out of the way and just puts them aside, and it just nails the theme that it's trying to do. And the song representation is absolutely incredible. It does a very good song at immersing you in this very atmospheric, somber rock tune, while also mixing in the very interesting philosophical space elements that goes around the theme, with very, very impressive animations and very, very unique designs, as well as a very, very, very cool line art style. I guess... Actually, the nicest way possible. My only complaint for this level... Ooh, that was a double click. An accidental double click. My only complaint to this level, which it can be summed up to this, is I wish Jade had more experience with the editor and more experience maybe as an artist, which is the question mark. I don't really know how far their art extent goes, because there's a lot of very, very small things that could have polished this level to like the next level, and some of them just have to do with understanding like art as a whole. But this is still really wonderful. I do think the song rep in this specific part could have been better. It kind of... The song is talking about different themes, like loneliness and, like... It's very funny, because the song is talking about different themes, and that part is very cramped, which is, like, the opposite of what the song is talking about, which I guess could be, like, the idea. But I would have just preferred if it was a lot more secluded. But, yeah, that's just me. Also, that transition is weird. I don't like that transition. But aside from that, this was awesome. He's a new creator? Yeah, he's been creator for around 3-4 years, I believe. Or no, maybe 2 years. 2-3 years, I think. It's been creating for as far as I know. And so... If Jujeta just had a lot more experience, not a lot, but more experience with the editor, I feel like this level could have been absolutely perfect. Hello, go day, how's it going? Yeah, definitely. Very, very impressive. Again, for somebody so new to the game to be making such an insanely interesting masterpiece, like it's kind of crazy. And again, I like Pluto quite a lot. I think Pluto was a very solid level. I think that a lot of the issues that I had with Pluto, which was the consistency and the direction, were absolutely just fixed with Out of Place. I think Out of Place is one of those levels that just completely fixed my main complaints and expanded upon like Jujuta's general style. And now the only thing that's left is for Jujuta to just like keep improving. There's not much that I can say. Like this is already super good. I don't know if I'll be able to beat Pluto on stream right now, but we might do a practice run. Might as well. Because again, music rep was never an issue with Jujutsu. Like this music rep is still very solid. You can see it with Fully. Actually, like Fully more than I like this level, but disregarded. Oops, forgot to put a checkpoint. Oops. Like you could already see the beginnings of like what ended up becoming Out of Place out of these levels. Right, I forget the gameplay of this part. Oopsies. This is the one part in this level that like I didn't connect with, and I think it's because it has very like looking back at it, this has very similar rendering to that one green part with the moon and Out of Place. And it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of familiar to it. So I think I just don't like this rendering style, which is valid. I think it's you know, it's just not for me. I think if you enjoy it, then that's really good, but I don't think it's for me. Yeah, it's not only slow levels, but slow, long levels. It's like the fact that these are like XL levels that are very slow. Like that, those are definitely not easy to make. I think with no other creators has it been more obvious to me to see that they create outside out of GD as well. There's a couple of creators that I think it's been like, oh yeah, that these people for sure know. But yeah, Digita is one of them that like it's like, oh for sure, yeah. Like, if they for sure draw outside of GD or paint or whatever. Honestly, out of everything, this is probably my favorite level from them. Oh, did not download the song. There we go. Because this level has something to me that, in my opinion, makes it better than Out of Place. And I'll hope y'all can see it too, what it is that I mean. And if you can't, that's okay. I'll explain it like as soon as I'm done with the level. I love that skip.
Should I ever tell them how I really feel?
Alright, chat, did anybody guess it? Do you know what it is that I like about this level that I like more than any of the other levels? It's purple. True. Out of Place does not have purple. Gameplay? No, it's not gameplay. Speed? It is not the speed either. Close though. The vibes? It is the vibes. Yeah, it is the vibes. It is the vibes. This level has vibes. It has something that the other two have, but that I think the other two lack. Which is... I don't connect with the other two levels as much. The energy that it has, it just, I don't, it has an energy to it that just works. It just matches what I envision with the song. It's like the song is very somber, but it's also very like energetic in the same way. Like it has a lot of I don't know, it has something. It has a some sort of energy that I just really resonate with, and that makes me really appreciate this level. And it could just be that I like the song more. That could just it could be as simple as that. But I really connect with the vibes of this level. And as much as I do like Out of Place, I definitely think Fully is more of my type of level. But anyway, so that is the Out of Place review. Definitely a very solid level. I'm sure that it will get the legendary. Whether or not it gets the mythic is entirely up to Wrapped. I'm not entirely sure if it will. I think that knowing the judges and knowing Wrapped himself, chances are that you won't give this one the mythic, and I think a lot of people will just yell, you know, yell that it didn't get the mythic. How does Out of Place not have better vibes than this? It doesn't have better vibes, it just has vibes that I resonated with more. I don't resonate with the Out of Place. I just don't. I think it's a really cool level, but I don't really resonate with it. What's my favorite Taman level? We can talk about that later. But okay. I'll give Desticy the review, because it's... Would you rather... Wait, Desticy. Actually, I'm gonna ask you. Would you rather I wait till it gets rated? Or do you want me to... Because I can review it right now. I don't see the space theme. No, the space theme in Out of Place comes from... it's more so like a... The way that Out of Place takes space is in a very literal sense. And by literal, I don't mean that it's very, like, in the way that, like, books would interpret space. The way that a lot of books would interpret space. A lot of the iconography and imagery from Out of Place comes from how a lot of cultures, mostly Greek and Roman cultures, would portray space, and philosophers would portray space. Mostly with like the cartographer, like the way that like the cities are constructed is very reminiscent of a lot of cartographer drawings, very abstract, very distorted. A lot of people would consider space basically like a layer of, like, not a layer, but like a very similar thing to either heaven or hell. And so those similarities can be seen in Out of Place. There's a lot of connections with how it used to be seen and not actually what space is. And it's a lot of abstract imagery about it, which I think is very, very nice. Okay, and then in case I will wait just to see. Have I played the After Dark entry? No, I have not, but yeah. Goodbye, Ecstasy. Thank you for coming around. I'll see you soon. Hopefully I get rated soon. Okay. But yeah, anyway, talking about the Pipinacho thing, hopefully they come back. Hopefully they realize that they're still very appreciated. Whether or not, you know, they get the ratings that they want or not, but yeah, hopefully they're not gone forever. It would be a shame to lose a creator that people looked up to. I am not paying attention. I definitely think Out of Place is a very, very good level. It's one of those things that it's like, it's an undeniable good level to me. I don't think I don't think my rational brain cannot call it a bad level, because it just isn't. But I don't necessarily resonate with it, and I don't think that it like it's missing something that I really struggle to. It's missing something that I'm really struggling to find the words for, and I'm sure that like a more experienced artist could probably figure this out. Because it's not vision, it's not consistency, it's not quality either, it's not polish. It has all of these, but there's something that doesn't have that to me just makes it not resonate with me, and that's okay. I wonder when Kira's entry gets rated. I hope it does not get the Mythic. I'm gonna just be very honest with you. I love Kira, but that level is not very fun to play. That level is kind of ass to play. It is borderline magistral levels of how bad it is to play. It is not enjoyable, but yay, you know. It'll get in the gauntlet, so we'll have to beat it again, but it is not fun to play. I find it fun to play. I'm really happy you do. I don't. I did not enjoy having my eyes completely blasted and completely having my eyes hurt because it is impossible to actually see what it is going on. Button Masher's the only classic Mythic with good gameplay? No, I think most people would disagree with you there, because Button Masher's second half, like all of Grax's gameplay, is some of the worst out of any Mythic. I do agree that the first half of Button Masher has amazing gameplay, but the second half of Button Masher has some of the worst gameplay out of any Mythic. And I don't think Next Capsule has bad gameplay, but to be fair, I made it, so I can't really speak on it. What Mythic do I think has the best gameplay? Probably Next Capsule, actually. I don't think Berserker has very good gameplay. I think WannaCry has okay gameplay. Yeah, I think it's good. WannaCry or NCS. I think WannaCry or NCS have good gameplay. I don't think Astronaut has bad gameplay, but it's not good. I think it's just acceptable. I mean, that one platformer Mythic has very good gameplay. That is true. Quarian does have very good gameplay. But no, we're talking about the classics. WannaCry has Dark gameplay ruined by its deco. Yeah. Astrolabe has better gameplay than NCS. If you like the gameplay in Astrolabe, I'm happy. It's just very unbalanced. It's super unbalanced. There's like a very hard difficulty spike around the middle of the level. And then the end of the level is just like nothing. I don't know. I don't particularly like the gameplay in Astral. I think it's just okay. I think just Subpixel and Blooming have like a slightly difficulty spike for a lot of people. Mostly Subpixel because it's a little bit hard to tell what the hitboxes are. But yeah. Here's the thing, chat. If RobTop rates literally, because the community's asking RobTop to rate like 8 levels Mythic. Like, if you think about it, there's 8 levels that the community right now is asking RobTop to rate Mythic. There's Vulcan, there's Final Orbit, there's SpaceTime Continuum, there's Cat's Invasion, there's Aperture, there is Abducted, there is Out of Place. Like, how many is that? Abducted, Out of Place, Final Orbit, SpaceTime Continuum, Cat's Invasion, Vulcan, Aperture. That's 7. That's 7. There's 7 levels that people are asking RobTop to rate Mythic. Y'all think he's rating 7 Mythics? Actually, y'all think he's rating 7 Mythics? Because I don't think he's rating 7. So, like, out of those 7, I think 3, maybe 4 of them get Mythic, and the other 3 gotta get Legendary, chat. Y'all gotta come to the realization that that's what's gonna happen. I have not played this level in years. I don't remember this level. Damn. Never forget, I guess. Was that one attempt? Yeah, that was one attempt. What a good fucking level. Do I remember this level? Again, I haven't played these levels in like years at this point, so... Nope, I don't remember this level. From Myths by DJ D Hanner. I've seen it. I've checked it out. It's really good. I think it's a good level. We might need to go and do a Taman tier list, just like we did for JF. I thought I was gonna be upside down. Did I see the level by Darwin? I did. I love that level by Darwin. Aperture just got rated nothing? That's crazy. Didn't know nothing rating was a good new thing. How many CPs are nothing? You get negative. Do I like Galacticus? I think Galacticus is fun. Do I think Galacticus is good? No. I think that the Legendary was already pushing it, and that what it got is definitely completely because of how hilarious he is. Why is Crazen is still in the community? Since when? What the heck? I don't think Crazen is still in the community. I'm pretty sure. And if they are, then I don't know. Not my choice to decide whether or not they stay. That's up to the community. I mean, somehow Guitar is still in the community, so like, you know. Even though the English side of the community doesn't really like him, there's still a really big part of the Spanish side of the community that really cares about him and thinks he did nothing wrong, so. Obviously, not every single person who's in the Spanish community agrees with that too. Like, to that you have to be honest with that to yourself and don't lie to yourself about that. I love this Taman ending. Very nice, good. Guitar has that following? Yeah, you know. I just saw this drop on my Twitter timeline. That's crazy. People spreading misinformation on Twitter. That's crazy. I don't know, Chad. I think Endorphin Rush might be my favorite level. If it was like taking aside, you know, literally the best level ever made. Though to be fair, this isn't on his account, but this would probably be it. But this is it on the account, so. And y'all saying that Comatose has good song rep. Like, what are y'all on? I'm flip farming. I gotta stop. For all of the Comatose fans saying that Comatose has the best song rep in the entire game, I present to you Vanilla by Taman, Skidden, and Creator Jr. or Jerkrat. A level that came out 9 years ago. And it has better song rep than Comatose. No, I'm so sad. What about the link? Oh, dude, that's a throwback. Jesus Christ. Was not expecting that name to be brought up today. I'm so bad at the game. Can't even beat a fucking 5-star? 6-star? I don't fucking know. Feels easy as shit. I like Paper World by Taman by Nazgub. I like it too. I was a bit sad because when it won, I definitely thought that I mean, again, Nazgub is one of if not just my favorite creator of all time. I was really sad because I didn't think it did a good enough job as a remake. It's a good level though. It's just when it won, I didn't think it should have won. I think second place was better, but it's fine. It was just me being a little annoying nerd back in the day. Like, I can look at it now and be like, yeah, no, the level's good. It's just, I think I had higher expectations for a remake of a Taman level, and, well, Nazgub did a very good job, but it could have been better. Which is crazy to say that Paper War with Taman is one of Nazgub's weakest works in, like, recent Nazgub era. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I can't even beat the soul. Like, oh my god, what can I even say? Okay. Like, if we look at these levels, these last 3 levels, Afterlife, Apollo 11, and Paper World by Taman. Ignore Kyoto Rush for now. If you look at these 3 levels, which one's the weakest one here? Very obviously Paper World by Taman. It's sad, but it's like... ignore Flap. And then you look at these, like, levels, like, Kyoto Rush, Unnamed, and Saturn V, and it's like, dude, like, come on, dude, it's fucking Saturn 5. Like, god, it's so... It's still, like... It's still one of the best levels in the game, in my opinion, of course. I'm sure that a lot of people here will disagree with me. But this is still in my top, like, 50 best favorite levels of the whole game. I can definitely, like, confidently say that if it wasn't for Afterlife, this would still be Nazgub's, like, masterpiece. Apollo 11 is really close, but it's still just fucking insane. I can't even beat this level, I swear to god. So bad at this game. Do I remember how to get the coin? I don't want to. Maybe I'll try getting the coin. God, the song... Again, the song rep. Holy fuck. I think by Mona Lisa's, I think they mean the Jonathan Judy level. And then, Königstein is the... I think it's the German entry for the World Gauntlet. This is so JF coded, I just realized that. This ending is so JF coded. Can I check Space Journey? I think we've seen it already. If we probably saw it yesterday while reviewing the tier list. don't know what happened there, but I bounced. I bounced. WannaCry is your favorite level in the game? That is very valid. WannaCry is a very solid level. I think a lot of people's favorite level in the game is WannaCry. I think a lot of the time, there's just a lot of... There's something that I've realized, and it's like, a lot of people will go and say like, oh, this new release is my favorite level in the game. And a lot of the time, it's not because they... like, they're being ignorant. I guess ignorant might be. I don't know. A lot of the time, it's just they don't know that... like, they're not saying that to, like, piss you off or anything. Like, a lot of the times, they just don't know that other levels exist, and they haven't experienced those levels. Which, like, once they do, they probably will change their opinion. Or maybe not, you know? Like, a lot of people were like, oh my god, White Space is the best level in GD, and it's like, no, it's not. It's not even close. But, like, you can feel like it is, that's fine, but, like, it's not. It's top 50, I'm sure. It's not top 10, though. And it's like, it's one of those things that it's like, hey, like, if you actually, like, play the game a lot, and you, like, realize that there's a lot of really fucking, like, there's a lot of levels out there, Chad. Like, there's a lot of levels out there, Chad. Like, so many levels out there. It's one of those things that it's like, ugh. Is it really possible to say that this is the best level when you haven't even experienced, like, some of the millions of levels out there that, you know, are probably better? And of course, there's aspects that you can like about it. Like, there's a lot of people who really like Rage Quit, for example. They really enjoy Rage Quit because they think it's a really cool experience and a really fun level. On the stream that I had my girlfriend play a Rage Quit, she hated it. She hated it, and it's like not even me telling her to hate it, because like I don't hate the level. She hated it. She didn't have a good time playing the level. She was confused. She didn't know what was happening. She felt anxious. She felt stressed, and she didn't like it. And it's like one of those things that it's like, hey, like, you know, just because you like it doesn't mean everybody else has to, and it's okay if you like something too, you know. Like, I like this level a lot. I'm sure that a lot of you in chat here probably don't really care too much about this level. This just looks like a generic glow design level to y'all, which is very valid. There's a lot of times that a lot of things come to level, be it memories, be it feelings attached to like the release of the level or the time where the level came out, or where you were in your life, be it as a person or as a creator. All of these things come really important. Why did I go there? So I don't know. It's a lot of these things that it's like this stuff. Mr. Trust. Oh, wait, was it deleted? Oh, level archives. God, it's been a while since I've seen this level. It's been a while since I've seen this level, holy shit. This is how you know this riv is an OG. Oh my god, I fucking hate that jump. I've always hated this jump. There we go. Okay, come on. Ah, fuck. Wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Yeah. Just got a lot of dislikes? Oh, I see, I see. So it's probably at the bottom of the page. No, fuck. It's not that bad of a level, to be fair. It's the second one, right? No, is it the first one? Shit, I forget. I thought it was the second one. Oh, no, it is the first one. Shit. We gotta jump on this, So you fall here. Yeah, there we go. Whee! I love that. That's a blind jump. It's not too bad, okay. To add insult to injury, you have to add that. Oh yeah. Do you have to click this like super early? Or like what's the... Oh, you do need to click that super early. But not super early. Alt U. There we go. Nope. No, it was the last one. Shit. No, it was the last one. Okay, I was right. I didn't trust myself. Fuck, which one is it? Wait, hold up. Let me guess. Let me guess. Come on. Has to be... Is it not middle? Oh, it is middle, but you have to go middle. What? Oh, this level is definitely something. This is one of the levels of all time. I agree with you, Chad. My goodness. Do you think we can beat this in stream, Chad? This is the level archives version, but where's the Mr. Mister? Okay, it's not that bad. So it has to be like this. Oh yeah, here it is. But here, okay. It's a heart demon? Really? Oh wait, it got updated? Hold up, chat. It got updated, so we gotta play the new version. It got updated in 2.0? I don't remember this getting updated in 2.0. Is it just that? Did it just change one thing and called it a day? Yeah, it just got updated and like... Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, I'm cook, girl. Like, you got this. Oh, like, we got coins now? Shit, never mind. Okay, hold up. We gotta go get the coin. Oh, look at that. What a hard coin. Bro, is color theory true? Who needs color theory when you can just be goated? Oh wait, there's another coin. That's just free. That is just a free coin now. Okay, sure. Let's see if we can find the third coin. Or did we skip it already? No, this is peak. This is so peak, chat. What are you talking about? Chat clearly cannot appreciate the beauty that is this level. Oh, they nerfed that. Oh, that's so nice of them. Oh my god, they added colors. Never mind. There you go. Is this a map pack? No, this is Mr. by Hero Kit. Oh, wait. High Rocket. But they're still playing the game. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That is crazy. Yeah, they've been playing the game for fucking years. That's insane. They're number 11 global? That's insane. 10k moons? Wow. Yeah, it seems like they're very active, and they've been very active every single time. 130k stars 2 years ago. That's crazy. One of the most disliked levels in the game. Actually, no, that's not true. There's probably more dislikes than 4,000. Alright, chat. For today, I'm gonna leave it off here. Shorter stream. Again, yesterday's stream was long, so we get a shorter stream today to compensate. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go have a good time. I'm gonna go relax. I say that, but no, I have a shit ton of things to do, chat, so I'm gonna go die. So yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And I'm gonna take it off for the rest of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna go chill. Take it easy, everybody. Look at that. We hit 19k stars. Look at me go. Beep. Call me a strike grinder the way that I grind on these stars. I don't know. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, chat. Take it easy. See y'all tomorrow. If you want to, join the Discord in the description. We have the penthouse. It's a cool place to join. It's a fun place. We have a good time there. We chill. I think Gabe a leaderboard brand. Yeah, I always will be a leaderboard fan. It's okay. We'll cope with it. But yeah, subscribe if you like the content. I'll be here tomorrow. Probably drawing tomorrow. Probably some commissions. Yeah. Have a good ride, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.